Thank you for joining us today, and with us we have Ryan Raphael of Elite Home Inspection and Termite. My name is Lillian Walker, broker owner for Exit Beach Cities Realty in Huntington Beach. Ryan, thank you for taking a minute and getting off of the freeway between San Diego and Santa Barbara to come join us to educate our Huntington Beach homeowners.
You're welcome.
I know that you cover 5 counties. Don't know how you do it. But Elite Home Inspections, as I understand it, it's the largest privately owned home inspection company in the entire country.
That's correct. Well, first off, thank you for having me today.
You're welcome.
Some good information we're going to share about inspections. And yeah, Elite's the largest privately owned in the nation. We started back, when inspections weren't even around. And what's great is we built it to 35 home inspectors. We're not a franchise. We are privately owned. Family roots, which is very nice, and we take every transaction and we put everything we have into it because it's our family. Most people buy a franchise, and that's our industry. 1 to 2 man inspection firms buy a franchise, and so a little bit different ballgame with us. So
very good. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of home inspections, would you share with our homeowners a little trivia about home inspections? Because I know that we've talked about this in the past, and there's a lot of agents out there that aren't even aware of this.
Absolutely.
So would you share that little trivia with them?
So the home inspection business is one that's unregulated, it's unlicensed. We're not required to really have anything. We have certifications, but the certifications, they sit in front of a computer and take a generic test. There's nothing to it. However, with the unemployment rate at what it is, and with people, the construction rate, or the construction unemployment rate at what it is, it's kind of scary. Anybody can truthfully be a home inspector. And buying a home is the single largest investment that you're pretty much ever going to make. And it's important. It needs to be protected, and it needs to be handled by a professional company. We're big in supporting friends and family. However, the true question is what happens when something's missed or something goes wrong. Where with us, we have the financial backing, the insurance, and we've been in business 28 years. We do 800 to 1,200 inspections a month. Your average company doesn't do that in 4 to 6 years. So the inspection business is one. It's very scary. You need to require insurance. And look at their background. What they do? Were they general contractors? Were they engineers, architects? They worked for the city for 20 years. Those are always good guys to work with. So whether you work with us or work with someone else, know who you're working with.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So what's the single most important thing you think that a seller should have in mind when they're entering into a real estate transaction and you've got that buyer who's asking for a home inspection?
You know what, just go over the main systems, go over the water heater, go over the furnace, go over, the electrical panel. Most of the time they double up wires, or they don't have a water heater strap, or that leak that you didn't want to fix, it's going to get called out anyways. You might as well just fix it. And what we find is a lot of times when sellers have an inspection, or even a main systems only inspection, go through and check their own, a lot of times they knew those problems existed. So for the buyer's side, always have one. For the seller side, it's more optional. However, we strongly encourage that you do have one on the seller side. It just saves everyone time and money.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Also, would you share with our homeowners, I know that you're the only company that I'm aware of that has basically, you know how you have vehicle recall checks?
Yeah.
You have something similar, but for home appliances.
Yeah.
Would you kind of elaborate on that point?
Absolutely. We have a system what's called recallcheck.com, and it's probably one of the most brilliant systems that's ever hit the inspection industry. So as you remember when Toyota had the recalled gas pedals, and it affected millions. Well, the only way that Toyota knew they actually had that is by you had a payment, or you had an extended warranty, or you were in a database. Most people buy a home and they don't register the new appliances because they're not brand new. So what happens is the manufacturer doesn't actually know that they own them. So when a recall hits, we actually now register them, and we notify them, and we keep yourself and we keep the buyer informed every single month. Like last month there was 42,000 new recalls.
42,000 recalls?
And so you wouldn't know that those exist unless they were registered. So the recall check system, we introduced this to the market because we felt it should be mandatory on every home inspection. However, most people don't want to do it, or they don't even know that the product exists. And so for us, it's a big unique selling tool, and buyers and sellers love it. I mean, we did an inspection on Saturday, and even today we just called a buyer. They paid $225 for a condo, and found a recall today. Their inspection's free.
Oh my goodness.
So you really can't beat that product at all.
Absolutely.
So it's a
Absolutely.
very, very minute investment when you look at it that way.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you again
You're
for
welcome.
sharing and imparting your knowledge with us.
You're welcome.
If you'd like to ask Ryan any further questions, or you'd like to get in touch with us, just go to the link on the left-hand side of the website. You can reach us by email. Please do join us again, visit us often, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side.